Scott, late Tuesday night, PewterReport.com, you guys, we're coming to grips with the Gerald McCoy situation. We knew it was coming. However, already moving forward and looking at some potential replacements, and you think you have a beat on a couple of names.
I think Ndamukong Suh is the guy that they're targeting. Played for the Rams last year, started his career in Detroit, getting picked one spot ahead of Gerald McCoy in that 2010 draft. Second overall, McCoy was really the second choice here at one Buccaneer place. The old regime, Mark Dominic and Raheem Morris, wanted Ndamukong Suh, who's the higher-rated defensive tackle at the time. And I think Gerald's had a great career here, but I think it's time to turn the page. A 9-year veteran here, and I think they're looking to bring in Ndamukong Suh with his playoff experience and the edge that he brings. I think they're looking for a little bit more of an edgy type player. No more Mr. Nice Guy here in Tampa Bay.
Let's presume it is Suh, and he's a guy also, same exact career as Gerald, pretty much has been in the postseason. He comes into a situation where there's no guarantee they're going to make a run. I mean, there's other teams that are collectively considered playoff teams, and that's what probably where Gerald might land.
Sure.
But what would you, if you're in Suh's shoes, what would be attractive about coming here, perhaps?
I think the fact that Todd Bowles' scheme is very similar to what Wade Phillips runs out there with the Rams, so he's played in that scheme. But keep in mind, Aaron Donald was the 3 technique in that 3-4 under scheme. And I think here you would have Ndamukong Suh playing the 3 technique position that Aaron Donald played. And that's going to be more sacks, more one-on-ones. And if Gerald McCoy were going to stay here, that's the position he would play. It's very similar in a 4-3 and a 3-4. That 3 technique attacks the B gap. It's basically a one-on-one with you in the guard. And I think that opportunity, plus playing in Bowles' defense, which is very aggressive, and Ndamukong Suh, a very aggressive player, I think that would be the appeal.
Before they bring anybody in, Suh or any other player they would consider, do you think that their issue right now is they're not as good at the top on the defensive line? You got to remember, JPP may not play at all in 2019, or is it just depth? Are the guys here who could be productive, and it's just a depth issue, perhaps?
I think Ndamukong Suh would make this team better for sure, because I think when you look at Vita Vea, he's probably better suited for the nose. He could play the 3 technique, but I think obviously having a defensive line that would consist of Bo Allen and Vita Vea at the nose, maybe even Vita Vea and Will Golston at the 5, and then Ndamukong Suh at the 3 technique, in your 3-4 defense, that would be a much stronger unit. So I think depth is a concern if there's an injury. If Vita Vea goes down, if Bo Allen goes down, all of a sudden this is a razor-thin, paper-thin defensive line for the Buccaneers. So they're going to have to add somebody. Why not add somebody who's still on top of their game? A very similar player to Gerald McCoy from a numbers standpoint, just a little bit more of a menacing guy.